Now in this video, it's a very touchy subject, okay? And I've gotten a lot of requests from people over the years, and it has to do with these things right here, ears, okay? Haircuts for protruding ears, or people even say big ears, or ears that stick out, okay? And I've experienced this throughout my career as a hairstylist, having clients come in saying, I hate my ears, I want to make sure that the hair is covering over it. And there's a number of times where I would say, what are they talking about? And I would lift up, just from my own observation, and I would see, relatively larger ears. And sometimes it was shocking to me, whether it was male, female, sometimes, and I would always observe, why does this individual want their ears covered? Why is that such a thing to them? Why is it so meaningful? And then I would see, okay? So if you're one of those individuals who does not like their ears, for whatever reason it is, just like you may not like your forehead, so you're gonna get bangs to cover it, whatever it is, but when it comes specifically to ears, I'm gonna keep this as simple as possible, okay? Let the hair grow over your ears, all right? Now I'm gonna break it down a lot more, but the first key thing, and if you are a professional watching this, make sure that if you're dealing with someone who's very sensitive about that you are meeting their demands and their requests to make sure that their ears are fully covered. People do not want to see this exposed if their concern is making sure that their ears are covered. And it's simply by finding a hairstyle that will cover that area, whether it is long like this, whether it's, you're getting a bob here where all of this is covered, you're a female and you want like an angled type of bob, something along the lines of this could work. All right, so let's talk about this. So you can have a nice textured type of hairstyle, have a really awesome hairstyle, and believe it or not, a lot of the styles nowadays are a bit more grown out. So it's the perfect time to wear something if you want to have hair over your ears, okay? As you can see, this haircut right through here, it's right to the middle of the ear. You're not seeing the ear really much at all, and especially if you have issues where the top kind of protrudes out a bit, or whatever it is on the top of your ears, this is gonna cover it. So make sure that if you're a consumer or a client and you're going to get your haircut, make sure that you express that to the person cutting your hair. Say, hey, look, the main thing about my haircut is I like to have it layered. It's a little bit long through here, but please just, when you cut it, leave the length over my ears. Just layer everything around this to make sure it's nice and it's all cut. Do not cut around my ear. That's the biggest key. That's the biggest phrase and instruction you can give. Do not cut around my ear, because it's very, very normal for us to, for example, let's just take this mannequin here. Okay, we started our cut, and the first thing you know is bam, 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 bam. They're cutting around the ear, and then all of a sudden it's like this. All this hair is cut off because that's what we're used to. So just make sure you say, do not cut around my ear. Make sure the top of my ear is covered. Make sure half of my ear is covered. You have to really express, what it is that you want, because a haircut like this probably would not work out. Now, when would a haircut like this work out, and how can it work out? Well, the best way I can suggest is make sure that you have the hair long enough that it covers right down into here. And then you can layer the entire thing. So you can have the hair nicely layered. You can still have some length to it as long as it's still covering here. Remember, this is the length. Layering is what lays on top of that, okay? The layering and the weight is all between what happens in through here. So you can have hair down and through here, but keep it much shorter, right? In order to have that kind of better flow so it doesn't seem like it's so heavy, but still be able to have the ears covered. Now, obviously, if it's the bottom of the ear you want covered, the entire ear you want covered, you just have to make sure you find a hairstyle that's gonna suit what you're looking for, all right? But that's the main point, is to make sure you get a haircut that really is camouflaging what you're not crazy about, you're not happy about, all right? Just make sure you express to that professional your concerns, because the last thing you want, and don't be afraid to go in and pull the hair down and say, all right, just make sure it's there, make sure it's there. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever, this is a heavy topic. Let me know in the conversation below if you have experienced this. Do you have something that you want to cover? Do you want your hair to cover your ears completely? Let me know if you found someone who literally is like a godsend. They're doing exactly what you want. You love them. Let me know if you had the opposite experience where you went to somebody and they completely like cut around the ear and you didn't want that to happen. Please share your stories so we can all help support and create a nice discussion around this. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.